All right, this is my update video for the month of July, and happy 4th of July. I think today is the 5th. Tomorrow the video will go out on the 6th, and I want to talk to you about some things. Hope everybody was safe during the 4th of July. Got out and popped some fireworks, or watched some fireworks like we did. We were out on Medina Lake, and it was pretty awesome out there. They always pop fireworks every year. But let me get to what I want to talk about. First, let me talk about bats. We are working on the Proton right now. We got the weights that we wanted. Maybe a little bit heavy the way we were swinging it. In the video, you guys are going to see that video that I'm going to put out on it. On the Proton bat is, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's raining today. It just started. For the next few days, I think we're going to have some rain, but I'm going to try to get some hitting in this week because Trey's got a tournament this weekend, and we usually hit before a tournament. The guys, I'll go out there and pitch to the guys that have tournaments on the weekend. We are going to hit the Proton and keep hitting it. I think I got another one coming in. That's a little lighter on the end load. The one we have is a 17-ounce end load, and it's like a 9.1, 9.2 handle weight, which is what I like. I think I'm going to go a little bit lighter, try to get the bat speed up and to get performance. It looks good, feels good. The bat makes that sound like Charles talks about with the Proton, that cracking sound. I like the way that sound. Getting good performance on a Trey hits it very well for a one-piece. He doesn't like one-piece bats. He likes two-piece bats. But in the video, you can see Trey hitting the bat pretty good. And then we're going to talk about it. I'm probably going to take a little longer to do the review on the Proton, only because of the hype that it has in it, and it's looking good. And usually when something, I can usually tell, Billy can usually tell, Bubba can usually tell how the bats feel and if they're going to be good or not. And then we kind of take our time with it, kind of break everything down, make sure we get everything right for you guys out there. What we are going to start hitting this week today too, the two bats that I have on the agenda to start would be the TPS Ritch Superior bat. That bat feels good. The weights on that bat are very good. 17-ounce end load with like a 9, same as the Proton, 9.1, 9.2 handle weight. I like the way the weight distribution in these bats are going, not like 10 years ago. If you guys remember 10 years ago, they were putting a lot of weight on the hands, which I think deadened the performance of the bat a little bit. But the way they're doing it nowadays, less handle weight, a little bit more mass on the end loads, on the 12-inch barrels too. The TPS, the Ritch Superior, actually the barrel looks small on it. I'm not saying it's a 12-inch, it's maybe a 12.5, 13-inch barrel on a two-piece. That bat feels very good when you swing it, dry swing it. I have not hit it yet because I was getting ready for a tournament that we played in Baytown last weekend. So hitting my personal bat to get ready for that tournament. And this last weekend, you guys are going to see that video next couple of days. I was swinging the Proton to try to get a feel of that bat to let Charles know if that weight was good or not. What he sent me was a 26-ounce with a 1-ounce end load. That was the specs. That 17-ounce end weight with that 9.1 handle weight. That was a 26 with a 1-ounce. He's sending me a 26 with a 3/4 ounce now. So I'm going to have those two. Bubba's going to probably get the 17-ounce end load when he comes back, when he gets healthy. And then he's going to swing that one, and me and Billy will swing the other one. As you get older, guys, you can't push that much mass. But one thing I did find out, and I told Billy the other day, that after I got through swinging that bat in that video that you see, my back hurt for 3 days. My lower back, I guess from the torque and that mass, kind of hurts my lower back a little bit. And I've always had back trouble all my life on my lower back. And anytime I swing a bat that's a little bit too heavy, that's the problem I had with the Mach 1. On the 26-ounce was my back could not handle that torque on that barrel, on that end, trying to push that weight, trying to whip that weight. So I got to watch the bats, the weights that I actually can swing. That's why Bubba's here, and I'll get talking to you guys about him in a minute. It's still early here and it's dark outside. You can see in the video a lot of rain we're getting. Hope to get a couple of, before the weekend, hoping to get a couple of videos out with us hitting these bats. Like I said, the Proton and the TPS, we're going to kind of mix them in there a little bit, swinging both of them, and let you guys know. After that, next bat we have coming out would be the Jason Kendricks, Mikan, and the Big Cat. I'm going to try to swing those bats together and let you guys know what I think about them. And I think that's it, guys. This is the time of year. A lot of you guys, if you watched my videos for the last 12 years, this is a type of year that we really shut everything down. We don't do a lot of bat reviews during this time of year because the big tournaments are coming up and we want to get ready for the big tournaments. So we'll usually swing our stock, the bats that we use in tournaments, and we'll start hitting them to get used to the swinging weight. We won't try to do any kind of review, but I know you guys are waiting on the Proton and the TPS bat, and we won't swing anything else until we do those reviews, and then we'll gain, we got big tournaments coming up, and then we got Vegas. Right before Vegas, I will not do a review because that's our last tournament of the year. And then so I got these three or four. I'm gonna kind of mix them in there, depending on Bubba's situation, whenever he's gonna come back. And we'll kind of throw those in there. I got some videos coming out, and if you guys have noticed, I'm gonna kind of get into this right now. It's getting dark in here, but if you guys have noticed, we're not putting out a lot of video, and there's a reason for that. Bubba had COVID about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. He got out of the hospital a couple of Saturdays ago. He's at home now. I already got his permission to talk about this, so I'm gonna talk to you guys on what happened. He got really sick, and he was calling me and talking to me on the phone. I told him to go out and get one of those finger monitors, check his oxygen levels, to see what they were, and if they got below 90, he can go in and they would admit him because he's not getting a lot of oxygen whenever he's taking a short breath, because he's hard for him to breathe, and he was coughing a lot. Well, he goes into the hospital and the emergency room, and he's it's where he lives, and I think it was like a Texas Med Clinic or something, and he's in there and he's talking to the lady, and the lady's blowing him off like nothing, blowing him off. He says, well, your levels are good, don't worry about it, just go ahead and go on home, take the medication that we are going to give you a prescription for. He goes, no, I'm not leaving. This is 3 o'clock in the morning, and he goes, no, I'm not leaving here. There is something wrong. He goes, I can't hardly breathe. My oxygen levels are low. I already checked it. He goes, listen, you're fine. And he goes, well, then you give me your manager or something. He goes, I need to talk to them. So she's being real pissy, like a Karen, and she gets the manager goes over there. He goes, listen, there's something wrong. And this is a month ago. He goes, there's something wrong. 3 weeks ago. I can't breathe. It's just hard for me to breathe. There's something wrong. I'm coughing all the time. And he goes, well, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a chest x-ray. So they admit him. They get him a chest x-ray, and they took an x-ray of his chest. Well, he has double pneumonia whenever he was there getting admitted. So he's pissed off because this lady was trying to turn him away. And that's another thing too, guys. If you think something's wrong, your body's telling you there's something wrong, don't take no for an answer and just send your ass home. Bubba was persistent on getting him looked at. Well, they found out he had double pneumonia. So right away, within 45 minutes, they had him in an EMS unit, taking him to the main hospital clear across town. So he shows up to the main hospital. They got the chest x-rays. They admitted him. Sheila, his wife, she can't go in because it's COVID. And she goes home to quarantine herself away from everybody. Bubba goes in there. And I'll tell you this because it happened to me. The first thing they did was take a chest x-ray. The first thing they did was listen to my lungs. Then you can hear a little crackling, and probably same thing with Bubba. And then they did the chest x-ray, found out that it's called a COVID lung. Whenever they do the chest x-ray, they can see it. She said it almost looks like an ice crystal that are in your lungs. And then that's the big the big red flag. Once you have that, it's all hands on deck, and it's everything stat. And that's what they did with Bubba. They got on EMS, hauled his ass clear across town. He got admitted. Well, now they do the CAT scan. CAT scan goes in deeper and finds out, they do the chest x-ray. They did the CAT scan on Bubba, and they found something on his heart. It is, they called in a heart specialist, which Bubba knows. Two people come in, and they're saying, we found something, an aneurysm on your heart. So luckily, Bubba was persistent, and luckily Bubba got COVID. That's the first time I'm going to say this, is luckily he got COVID, which made him go to the hospital, because Bubba's one of those guys that he doesn't go to the hospital much unless something's really wrong. Well, the COVID is what started this with him. Luckily he went in, they did a CAT scan, found out he has an aneurysm on a vein in his heart. It's where they can pick it up with the CAT scan. Well, tomorrow, which the day this video is going to come out, Bubba's going in again at 1 o'clock, and because he got sent home. Let me talk about the COVID first, and then I'll talk about what the plan is that they're going to do. He beat COVID. He got better, came out. The heart specialist people came in at the end when they were going to send him home. He says, okay, this is what we want you to do. We scheduled for appointment on the 6th of July. You come back into here, and we're going to tell you exactly what we're going to do to correct this problem, because you could, this can really affect you if you're out exercising, if you're out hitting balls like Bubba told him, if you're out playing with the kids, doing anything, this can actually kill you, and you will never make it into us. In other words, if this thing ruptures right here, it would be very hard for us to save your life, because you're going to bleed out from the aneurysm. And so Bubba, I just talked to Bubba today, and I told him I was going to put this video out because a lot of you guys are asking me questions, and a lot of you guys know something's going on because Bubba's not been on camera, and Bubba's not has come out, because they told him to go home, relax, don't do anything, kind of lounge around and get your strength back, eat, because Bubba lost 50 pounds. He looks really bad, and he wants to come out and kind of hang around with us hitting. And Billy's like, we don't think that's a good idea. Don't get to, get into it and get the heart racing because it's something you want to do. And, we better just stay home, kick back, eat good food, and get stronger for the surgery. Now, from what I told Bubba, they're going to evaluate him tomorrow. They're going to get a game plan. The doctor has told him that what they want to do, really quick, is they want to stick a catheter in him. And they want to put a stent where the aneurysm's at, which it's good. They get in there, they put a stent, and it's good. That area that has the bulging is good, and he can live the rest of his life not worried about it. Come to find out that this is a hereditary genetic defect from Bubba's mom's side of the family, because there were some younger Bubba's cousins and stuff were actually having heart attacks at a young age, 35, 40 years old, 45. I knew one of them, and they really didn't know why he had a heart attack. But me and Bubba were talking about this on the phone, but this is probably a genetic, a genetic flaw runs in the family. And luckily they found it. Luckily, I don't like saying this, but luckily Bubba got COVID. Luckily Bubba was persistent and having his body looked at. And this is just one of those deals where they talk about the widowmaker. This is not what is the widowmaker. It's not that. This is a vein that's away from that is bulging, and they're going to put a catheter in it. And luckily Bubba went in and was persistent on having this looked at. There's a lot of guys out there, a lot of girls out there that don't get these things. He had no symptoms at all. And Bubba's not a smoker either. He's not a big drinker. He doesn't go out and, he lists probably recreational drinking with his buddies, a couple of beers, and that's it. He's not a smoker. Maybe a cigar every once in a while. But that's what's happening above. I know you guys were saying, hey, there's something going on. A couple of you guys were going, no, something's not right, because we have not seen Bubba. And my videos in the last, I have, you know, guys, because I've been putting out videos every day, and now they're like once a week, once every 2 weeks. I'll throw something out there to keep you guys entertained, because I know you guys are waiting for things. And basically, when you see videos right now, it's me, Trey, and Billy, you know, or me and Trey will go out there, because Billy's off hanging with Bubba whenever he got out. But after tomorrow, guys, which is the day you're gonna be watching this video, we'll know more about Bubba, and he's gonna call me after he goes in and tell me what the action is. And basically what he thinks they're gonna do is put a stent where the aneurysm's at. That will take care of the problem, and he'll live a long and prospered life and not have to worry about going out and hitting or going out and partying with his boys or his wife and dying of a heart attack. And he doesn't have to worry about that, because they fixed the problem. It's just the way that they found the problem, because he was persistent and getting him looked at, and they caught it with a CAT scan. And then they're going to do, tomorrow they're going to do a little bit more research. But what they really want to do is they want to put a stent in, and that's going to take care of it. So luckily he found this. I know a lot of you guys were concerned because you have not seen him, and a lot of you guys were asking me personal messages that you guys were sending me. Goes, what's wrong with Bubba? Something's not right. Well, I asked him, can I talk to the guys, the minions out there, and kind of explain to them what we're dealing with and why they haven't seen videos and haven't seen Bubba. He is, like I said, he's trying to get his strength back. The doctors, the reason they didn't want to do it like right after COVID, because he was weak, and they wanted to get some weight on him, so weight back on him. So they sent him home to get healthy, basically put some weight back on him, eat better, and then he'll be healthy whenever he goes in tomorrow. If they want to do it tomorrow afternoon, I'll keep you guys updated and kind of let you guys know in a separate video on how everything went. And I'm talking to him on the phone. His spirits are high. He's glad. He is glad that they caught this, you know, because he could live, you know, the next, you know, they even told him, you know, you can die tomorrow with this. You know, you might die 10 years down the road. But if you're running bases or doing something like that, and you don't know that you have this problem, you can just fall over, and that's it. Nobody can help you, because you're basically going to bleed out from the aneurysm in your heart. But it's going to get taken care of, guys. I will let you guys know what happens when he gets out in a separate video. But I'm going to put a couple of videos out this week. I'm going to go through the archives and kind of keep you guys updated. I think Trey wants to hit before the weekend because he plays. Billy wants to hit again because he's kind of liking that TPS bat. And then a Proton, I'm going to have a couple of those coming in this week, little lighter ones, a little bit lighter. I'm going to give you guys the numbers on them, and we're going to start swinging those, because a lot of you guys are kind of anxious about that Proton bat. But I like the way it's going. I like the way it feels. And when this happens, you know, it's kind of like the Suncoast, or, you know, the bats that they had coming out there. It's kind of like the Worth Mach 1 that we did. Whenever I see something that feels good and the ball's performing and I'm getting that distance, kind of take my time now, and I'll put out a few videos, and I'll actually give the bat to a couple of guys up north to swing them and kind of get their feedback from them, and kind of get the feedback from them, kind of tell me, hey, you know, they like it or they don't, or how they feel, and kind of put notes together. But basically, another thing too is, you know, Bubba told me today, with this stent they're going to put in, like 3 days after he gets it, he can do whatever he wants to do. So that's promising right there, because I want Bubba to swing these bats. I want him. I'm not going to go on without him. I want him to. I've got bats that me and Billy have hit and Trey have hit that we're just putting on hold for him to hit whenever he gets healthy, and we're waiting on him to do the final. So that's how come it's going to take a little bit longer, especially with that Proton. And then the TPS, will be out hitting it, but I want him to swing them. We're not going to do this without him. We're going to wait for him to get healthy, and then we're going to put out videos. But between this and that time where he's healthy and he can come out and hit with us, and he doesn't have to worry about anything, I'm going to be putting out, talking videos about different things, talking about weightlifting, talking about, like I told you guys I was going to do that months ago, but kind of talk about everything that's going on. I get on there, even though I'm not doing a lot of videos right now, and I'm going to start. I get up there and watch JBI. Leroy has put on a lot, so I watch all of their stuff. You know, maybe get on some podcasts with those guys and talk about bats with them. There's a few other podcasts out there that I want to get going, get on and talk to those guys just to stay active. You know, because whenever you don't put videos out, and y'all guys like doing it, kind of people just don't hear from you, and they kind of, you know, they don't know what's going on. But I kind of want to be the voice, and I am basically the voice for these guys, Trey, and Bubba, and Billy. You know, because I do talk to them before I do these videos, and I kind of talk to them about what I'm going to put out and make sure it's okay. Like I check with Bubba and make sure, hey, so I'm going to put this video, it's okay. He goes, no problem, go ahead and put it out. But I'll keep you guys informed. This is my update video for the month of July. Hope everybody had a safe 4th of July, and take care, guys.